Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry. This Sith Lord is a metalhead. On today, Monday, August 1st, 2022, on this dismal, nasty New York City weather day. It's just rainy and shitty and all for nothing because I think the next couple of days afterwards is gonna hit like 95 to 100. Freaking humidity's gonna smack the shit out of us. But anyway, first and foremost, I want to give my condolences to the Star Trek fan base on the loss of Michelle Nicholas, who was Lieutenant Aurora in the original Star Trek series. Um, great actress, trailblazer. Uh, back then in the '60s when Star Trek was on, it was that whole thing that was going on with her being a colored woman on a show like that, her doing the first kiss with a white actor on a show was just like mind blowing to everybody with her and William Shatner, and it's a shame, man. It really is. She was a great lady, did a lot for the communities and so on, and just you know drew an interest to a lot of young people, young women especially, who were interested in going into maybe want to be astronauts or to reach out to space, and she pushed that in there and. Yeah, it's a sad day, man. Sad day. My condolences to everybody and her family and to her fan base. So rest in peace. All right. All right. Into some news. Uh, Andor, just the official trailer just officially dropped today, and it's really good. I really enjoyed the trailer. I really did. Now the other thing is, it turned out that they pushed it. The show was supposed to, I think the premiere was supposed to be the ending of August. Now it got pushed to September 21st. Um, and they're going to play, I guess, 3 episodes. So I'm assuming, by the time we get to September 31st, 21st, it would have been the 3 episodes that would have been airing back to back eventually after, uh, the last week of August. But it's all right. I guess I could wait a little longer. We finally got something that looks really good, and they're gonna make us wait, but that's all right. I guess it'll be worth the wait, hopefully. Also in that trailer, I don't know if you noticed. I mean, people were speculating. I assumed it, and I said, yeah, it had to be that Forrest Whitaker was gonna be in it as Saul Guerrero. It just, come on, everything what transpired through that whole history of the Rebel Alliance was with Saul Guerrero, so he had to be in it, and I'm so happy that he is. It just was good. It was good to see. But yeah, it's so far from what I'm looking at. The way it looks, the visually, it looks fantastic. Um, we'll see. Let's just hope they don't fuck this up. The only one little tidbit. Of course, we all nitpick on certain things. And somebody had pointed this out before. I think in one of these old posts, but I didn't really pay attention to it till I saw it now in the trailer. I understand that a lot of the times when they get weapon designs, they get it from real world weapons and they try to modify it to make it look like blasters and so on and so forth. But there was one guy that was there. He was carrying basically it was an AK-47 assault rifle that they didn't even modify. It just looks like an AK-47, and I'm like looking at it. I'm like, I said, they didn't even put like anything extra on it. I mean, you could have saw if they would have did something to it, and you could have saw okay, that was an AK-47, but looks like a blaster. They give it some weird specs or something to make it look like it's from space. But nah, they said, let's just make it look like it's from Earth. I guess that would be different. How different was that AK-47? I mean, come on. Okay, but I am very happy with that the way the show looks. I mean, I could throw that to the side if everything goes well. Um, Also, everything's still been blowing up about the Kenobi thing with the whole bisexual shit. It's not dying out. I see a lot of things still popping up with it. I did a rant video recently, and look, it wasn't anything like I said to just throw any negative. Well, look, it is negative regardless of how you see it. It's just that you know, again, we don't need to hear or see any of that stuff. I get it. he's a space monk. They have weird feelings and stuff. But, at the same token, we're still injecting our stuff now to a character that was already established. And I don't think it's right. Just leave it be. And again, we always keep, saying that we're beating a dead horse. Just create somebody new. If you would have interjected somebody within that story who bi and maybe, he was, flirting with Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan took it the wrong way or whatever. And, whatever. And you could have probably developed that character and boom, you could have had yourself a new Star Wars character who was bi, whatever. And it wouldn't matter. But, you want to keep taking established characters and, I don't know. I'm still wondering how come with all this stuff that they keep wanting to interject, they want to make Obi-Wan bi, they want to make Han Solo pansexual and all this other shit. They have an established gay character, Dr. Apra. The comic books are great. I love her character. I think she's awesome. And I love the fact that she is her own character, the way she is. And, her being gay is just whatever, it's like anybody, anything else. It doesn't matter, but she's an established character. And, she's gay. So everything just melted right in with that. How come there hasn't been anything set up for that? I'm surprised they have that wasn't one of the first live action shows that they thought about making, since they want to freaking transform everybody into something. That would have been like the first thing they could have probably went and did. And there you go. You have your LGBTQ character, original, and it would have been good. I would not have no issues with that because she's an established character. What's the problem? But I don't understand. But anyway, that's Disney. All right, and they're still they started going after this writer. Her name is Kirsten White, right? And people were doing some background on her, some of the stuff she wrote and so on, and basically her interjecting some of this stuff inside these stories. Where I know you don't have to be gay or LGBTQ whatever to interject any of these themes inside your stories, but it just from my understanding, usually when people are doing these writings and stuff, they usually got to go and take some type of stories or things from the past and try to make it make sense. And girl, this doesn't make any sense. I'm just like, what are you doing? All right, what are you doing? All right, well, that's it's just a shame. It really is. I just hope that eventually Disney will start backtracking off this shit. If Andor is the show that I feel it's gonna be, and it's gonna be, if it's good, that's something that they could move on. That the Andor, the Mandalorian, shows like that, and try to expand that. Hopefully, when Ahsoka comes out, we'll have a great show with Ahsoka. From what it looks like too, it doesn't look like Disney is gonna be doing any movies. As for all these directors are supposed to be doing all these damn movies, and nothing is actually being nothing's being talked about anymore. Everything's on the TV side of it, or the streaming side of it. So I don't know. Maybe they just feel like they can still make their money, and it won't be as much. I don't know. To me, there's still costs to do all this production. So I don't know. Let's see how everything transpires, I guess. In other news, we had the She-Hulk trailer. If anybody's into Marvel and stuff, I dig Marvel, but they're going down a weird path as well. She-Hulk trailer. There's been a lot of talk about it, about how they've been basically making the Hulk more and more less of a that manly character, and getting behind She-Hulk, and I get it, She-Hulk, she's a female character, you want to make her but demasculating the Hulk, I get it, he's Professor Hulk, but it just, I don't know. Even in the comic books, even when he was Professor Hulk, he still was the Hulk. He still knew how to handle himself the right way. And They even, which I think really pissed me off the most, what I heard. I think it was one thing that really disturbed me as an old school comic book collector. They're changing her origin story. Um, they're flipping it like they always do. From my understanding, in the comic book, Jennifer Walters was in an accident. Bruce had to go give her a blood transfusion to save her life. For some reason, they said they're flipping it where she saves his life. I don't. I'm trying to like, that part of it just doesn't make any sense for me, and I'm trying not to visual it. And I know when I see the first episode or the set whatever episode they're gonna do the origin on, and I see that, I'm gonna be so mad, that they did that, and She-Hulk is a good character, and we waited a long time to get She-Hulk. She-Hulk should have been in, the MCU or whatever a long time ago already. She's a great character. The only thing I'm gonna get now is maybe Daredevil pop. That little scene of Daredevil popping up, but we'll see how that goes. But that's it right now, guys. Look, um, please, we already up. Where we at? 104 subscribers now, right? Again, I thank my 100 subscriber Jalex for subscribing. She had received her shirt. I should be getting a picture of her wearing the shirt so I can put it up on Facebook. And so guys, just like and subscribe. Get to 200. That's gonna be a free channel shirt for whoever's there. Also, you see me in Met gear. Okay, I am a big Met fan. Just I'm in that Met mood, and I also have a channel called Met Fan from the Bronx. So if anybody who's a baseball fan or a Met fan could go and check that out as well. I just started that channel up. I'm about 7 subscribers in, hoping to keep building on that. And also, anybody who's metalheads, I also have that Goat Metal show, all about rock and metal. I just posted up a video recently talking about Judas Priest and how the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is just shitting on them. Okay, so that's it right now. And also, I want to give a shout out to my man Jay Junk 3PO. I told you, brother. I said if it ever gets to the point, all right, just let me know, man. I'll be glad to, do security for you, man. You get those blue-haired women coming after you and talking shit. All right? I got you, bro. I got you. All right? So that's it right now, guys. Please like and subscribe. Also, check out my Facebook page, the Sith Lords merch. I have some new things